titled Sharks and Rays of the Australian Seas, he details an encounter with a shark that some have taken to believe is the legendary Megalodon herself. Apparently, this incident happened in 1981 to a group of cray fishermen that David spoke with. These fishermen were absolutely terrified of a shark they saw in their fishing grounds, which were just off of Broughton Island. They were so scared, in fact, that they refused to return to the fishing spot for days. All the men agreed that the shark was monstrous and that—
It sounds like they just didn't want to work. Dude, being a fisherman was so easy. If you wanted to sound cool, you could just be like, yeah, bro, we took on this massive fish. And you didn't need to have proof. You didn't want to work for a few days? Bro, I'm telling you, we saw the fucking Kraken out there. We can't work. You want us to go fishing when the Kraken's out there? You could just make up anything as a fisherman like 20 years ago. And you could either look cool, you could look like brave, you could get the day off of work. You could do literally everything you want just by making shit up.
The men explained that they had never seen a shark of that size before, and considering how they were all seasoned fishermen who had all had their fair share of encounters with sharks, whales, and all of the terrifying things that the ocean has to offer.
Oh man, what a surprise. Everyone on the boat agreed that there must have been a big shark and they couldn't work for a few days? That's crazy. I wonder if it lined up with any, like, you know, football games or anything else.
Frightened they were really did leave quite the impression. In our number 8 spot today, we have 2 specimens. This story comes from all the way back in 1869 when
Jesus
an Irish
Christ.
scientist, it is said that he found one that was over 15 meters, which is already a whopping almost 50 feet, but the other one really took the cake. The second specimen it is said that he found was alleged to have been 23 meters long, which is a massive 75 feet. Since this was so long ago, there wasn't any official documentation of it, but if
So there's no official documentation. It's the 1800s, and homie just says he caught a 75-foot shark.
there had been, the second one would hold the record for being the largest ever recorded.
What if... Someone in chat made a good point. What if he was measuring in meters? Or in feet, I mean. What if he actually meant like 23 feet, and then it's just like a normal large shark? And people were like, 23 meters? Like, he told the first person all proudly, he told his mom, he's like, man, I caught this shark and it was 23. And she went, 23 meters? And he went, yeah, 23 meters. Yeah, that's what I meant.
In our number 7 spot today, we have the sailors. This gigantic shark sighting is said to have taken place in the 1960s, just off of the edge of Australia's Great Barrier Reef.
Sick.
According to author B.C. Cartmel in his book, Let's Go Fossil Shark Tooth Hunting, the sailors involved in this...
That's a terrible name for a book. I mean, I respect the creativity, but man, that is just, I would not pick that up at the library.
They explained that while on board their 85-foot ship, they needed to weigh anchor in order to conduct some engine repairs. While this was ongoing, the crew became absolutely shocked when they saw the biggest shark they had ever seen slowly swimming past their completely stuck ship. Whether it really was a megalodon or not, whatever...
All of these are just stories of big sharks. Like, somebody was just fishing and saw a big shark. There's no video. There's no evidence whatsoever. Like, yeah, there are big sharks. You probably don't understand the magnitude of a large great white until you see one in person. You might think, oh yeah, no, I know a great white. They're pretty big. But you maybe don't understand until you actually see it in person. You realize they're actually fucking huge. That doesn't mean it's the megalodon. There's a shitload of gigantic, slow-moving sharks that aren't the megalodon. Yeah, I don't know how this video is 30 minutes long. We're 3 minutes in and she's already on number 7.
In our number 6 spot today, we have the battle scar. This story is a little different than the others on today's list, and it started with the sighting of a great white shark. What was so striking about this great white in particular was the absolutely savage wound it had on its side. What in the world could have caused it?
That's how they mate. That's how sharks mate. That's part of the mating process. The males bite onto the females to keep them still. It's a very obviously known part. It's why female great whites and other large sharks always have scars on them, always have bite marks. They just get a little kinky.
There definitely are reasons for why this could have been an attack from another shark, but of course people took this as a possible sign that maybe there's something bigger lurking in the water.
Didn't she say it was like a 15, like it wasn't even a large shark? It was like a normal, like average, even below average size shark.
Is this just 4 normal length top 10 videos in one video?
I don't know.
Its existence.
That would be funny, because I have seen videos by this channel like this before. Do you think that they just combined their old videos? How does this channel have 7.7 million subscribers and 35,000 views? That's crazy. We should look at the comments. I bet the comments would be funnier than the video itself. I've always known the Megalodon is still alive and no one can tell me otherwise. Our world is full of mysteries. We discover new species almost every day or year. There's every day or year. There's no telling what's hiding underneath the deep ocean. Oh God, this guy watched that one really shitty Megalodon movie where you like, there's a bottom below the bottom of the Mariana Trench. You do a fantastic job of informing the viewers without the silly petty drama that most of the others can't seem to shut off. What silly petty drama is there related to the Megalodon? I don't think the Meg is gone. I'm not a shark person. I could care less for Shark Week, Sharknado, etc. But I am fascinated by the Megalodon. It's still alive! The oceans are vast, deep, and dark. Many creatures reside there that we know nothing about or thought we did. I love the comments. I like that people watch the video, believe it. I mean, it's just confirmation bias, right? Maybe like a little kid seeing this video for the first time might believe everything in it, but in general, most of these people already believe that the Megalodon is still alive. Like they already have that thought in their mind. This isn't new to them. They're just using this as a way to confirm what they believe.
It certainly would need a ton of food to survive, which makes big fish like great whites a perfect snack. The Megalodon is, however, one of the most powerful predators to have ever lived on our planet.
Great whites are kind of not very nutritious. Sharks in general just don't have very much good meat on them.
So if
other fish are way better.
It really was
and
from
whales.
a Megalodon. It's surprising that this great white made it out alive. In our number 5 spot today, we have a world record. Basking sharks are known for being one of the largest fish in the ocean, and that is exactly why the largest one ever recorded was definitely something to write home about. A basking shark was caught in a herring net. This shark was measured to be at least 40 feet long.